This afternoon, HISD students heading home from their first week of class.
That's right. All this month, we've been taking you back to school with us as we return to the classrooms that we attended as kids. Here's our own Melanie Lawson. That sweet face. That is her back to school picture from back in the day. Mel went back to class this week at a school with a really special connection to her own family. Melanie joined us live in the studio now. Hey, Mel.
Well, hey, guys. You know, I had the most amazing opportunity to visit the school that's named for my late mother and to meet the principal who now runs Audrey Lawson Middle School. She knows that school better than anyone because she was once a student there when it was named Dowling Middle School, and she's back to help turn it around. Principal Keosha Dunn knows many of her 1,300 students at Lawson Middle School by name, and she says she's always available to talk, even after they graduate.
Well, it's definitely home. Many of my friends, my family is still here. So to be able to come back and provide students what was offered to me in my own community and make sure they excel, that's a great opportunity, and I'm taking full advantage of it.
Her first interview to teach at what was then Dowling Middle School didn't go well, but after working in several other districts, she came back to her old school, eventually in a new role as principal.
A lot of my parents were my classmates, and even some of my classmates are grandparents here. So I'm aging myself, but just to be able to stand back at times and have conversations about, hey, you remember when we were in middle school and we didn't have this stuff, and you know, I'm glad that you all are exposing them to those things.
The first year she worked at Lawson was the last year in their old building. Now she's in a building only a few years old with the latest technology and state-of-the-art facilities for their Fine Arts Magnet program.
Every child deserves a quality education. I don't look at them being in a low socioeconomic family. I don't look at their color. I look at them as a person and a child who is here to learn. I felt like I wanted to take part in changing the narrative and making some history in improving the performance of the school and helping my peers understand that, hey, we still have a great school here and you can send your kids back, and that did happen.
Dunn's family still lives less than 10 minutes away from the school. They were the first to find out about her big promotion.
I didn't even have to call anybody. Somebody notified my brother and he blasted it. So that's how everybody found out.
I asked her about my mother's name on her school. She says her students often ask about that lady in the picture.
We are doing everything that we can and should do to make your mother proud, and I want you to always remember that.
At Lawson Middle School, dance is a big part of the curriculum.
Alex, shut up! This isn't about you.
So is acting and singing, visual arts, even playing in the band. It's all part of their Fine Arts Magnet program.
Yes, we do have the dancing down the hall. We have the singing.
For a school where 97% of the students are low income, Principal Keosha Dunn says this helps to expand their horizons. And she should know, she was a student at this same middle school when it was named Dowling.
Growing up, I had a great experience in the neighborhood, in the community. So I want kids who live here to be able to experience the same thing. You don't have to go outside of your area to receive a great education, to receive great experiences around fine arts, because we are a magnet. So I wanted them to know you can get that right here.
A new building completed 5 years ago provides all kinds of tools for the art students, from practice rooms for the dance team and the choir to instruments and costumes.
I do modern, hip-hop, jazz, lyrical, and majorette.
Kaylin is now captain of the dance team, but for her and others, it's a lot more than just a class.
I feel like when I dance, I could be in my own little safe zone, and I feel comfortable. When I dance, I get to express myself.
Dance is actually a way to escape from anything that you might be going through.
Tiana wasn't in the arts program when she came to Lawson.
What did I miss?
But her teachers encouraged her to try theater.
It changes you because when you know that you're on a team, it helps you with your behavior. It helps you know that, hey, if I do this, I have to make sure that this is okay. You know, you want to make sure you're on your P's and Q's, because when you're on a team, you need to be there for them.
I guess it's technically...
It's not the only result of this special programming. Do you feel like being in the fine arts program has made you a better student?
Yes, because at first I was slacking on my grades a little bit. Then when I joined the magnet program, I said, I gotta keep my grades up, because if I can't keep my grades up, I can't be in the magnet program anymore.
I do think that I became a better student because honestly, when it comes to dance, or when it comes to something you love, you try to put that first and you try not to give up on it.
Myron is in high school now, but he says being in the arts program changed him.
And when I went there was everything I was looking for in one. I wanted to dance, sing, act, but still be in band. And it was just all right there for me.
Did it also make you come every day?
Yes, make sure I was here at school every day, on time, never late. But it was worth it. It was fun.
I always loved to sing, dance, and
This 16-year-old is now a drum major in the band at Madison High.
because it's something that you love. So you're gonna make sure everything else is straight, so that way you can do what your heart desires.
It was a surreal and emotional event for our family and friends, a groundbreaking ceremony at a school newly named for my mother. She'd been gone for less than a year when the Houston School Board voted to change Dowling Middle School, named for a Confederate general, to Audrey H. Lawson. An educator and social activist, she loved children and the arts, so it's fitting that her school has a fine arts magnet program.
It is a special place, one, because it's named after your mom. We definitely want to make sure we continue making sure our youth, of course, had the best opportunity possible to go as far as they can with a great education.
The original school was demolished to make way for a beautiful new building with the latest technology and state-of-the-art classrooms, practice rooms, even an auditorium for theater and dance. And then there's that giant picture of my mom in the school's lobby. But do you ever talk to the kids about who Audrey Lawson is or why this should matter to them?
There have been some conversations. It's more so around who is that lady on the picture at the front. So I do get an opportunity to let them know who she is.
It makes me feel like very proud of myself and very special, because it's like I'm honoring your mom through what she gave me, the life and hope and the passion she gave me through this school.
When I seen you coming down the hallway, I was like, is that the woman that the school is founded? But then when they told me that you were her daughter, I was like, oh, because you look just like her.
Do you think so?
Yes, ma'am.
We are doing everything that we can and should do to make your mother proud, and I want you to always remember that.
And I do remember that. I have to tell you, Eric, my mom would be so incredibly proud of this school, not only because the kids in the fine arts program are so talented, they're great students, but also because the school overall is improving. In fact, check this out. This year, their student scores are up by about 16%. That's like going from a C to a B. And I just have to say, way to go, Lawson Middle School.
Way to go for them. But it's so nice that you were able to go visit there, because you gave a bunch of those kids so much perspective. And that one young man going, I know who that lady is, because you look so much like her.
And I thought he was great. As a matter of fact, all of them said, what is it about that lady that reminds me? Yeah, I thought it was great. It was really wonderful.
Very nice.
Love Lawson Middle School.